most awaited tablets of 2011. The CES 2011 was full with tablets. Many manufacturers are preparing new tablets for this year due to the success of Apple, Samsung and Archos. Over 40 models, predominantly with Android, were presented this year. One of them is the Motorola Xoom, a 10.1-inch tablet with 1280x800 resolution, powered with Android 3.0 Honeycomb. The Xoom uses Wi-Fi and 3G. The 4G model, LTE, will be available in the second quarter of 2011. The tablet is equipped with Tegra 2 1GHz dual-core processor, 32GB of storage, expandable with a macro slot, a rear camera, 5MP, and a front camera, 2MP. The battery life is 10 hours. Availability, first quarter of 2011. U.S. Price, undisclosed. Dell Streak 7 and 10. After the launch of a 5-inch mini tablet in 2010, the Dell Mini 5, Dell is preparing to release two new products, the 7 and 10-inch models. In terms of connectivity and processing power, the Dell tablet is comparable to the Xoom with its 3G and 4G, Wi-Fi and a dual-core Tegra 2 1GHz processor. It also includes rear and front cameras, 5 and 1.3 megapixels, respectively, and 16 to 32 GB of internal storage. Dell Streak 7 will be delivered with Android 2.2, but can be upgraded to version 2.3. Unfortunately, it doesn't have both ports, just like the Galaxy Tab and the iPad. The Dell Streak 10 has a 10-inch screen, but no further details were revealed. It will be released after the Streak 7, at an unspecified date. Availability, first quarter of 2011. U.S. Price, undisclosed. Lenovo IdeaPad U1 Hybrid and Leopard Slate. Lenovo had already revealed its hybrid tablet prototype in 2010. The IdeaPad U1 Hybrid has a 10.1-inch display and Android 2.2. Leopard uses 1.3 GHz Snapdragon processor, 1 GB of RAM, 16 or 32 GB of internal storage and a 2-megapixel webcam. In terms of connectivity, it is equipped with 3G, Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. To distinguish itself from the competition, Lenovo will release a docking station called the IdeaPad U1 at $780 to connect to a tablet called Leopard and turns into a Windows 7 book. The docking station uses Intel Core i5, 1.2 GHz, which is based on some benchmarks as twice as faster than the Intel Atom 550. Availability, first quarter of 2011. China price, $520, Leopard, and $780, IdeaPad U1 Hybrid. Lenovo IdeaPad Slate. Although most tablets use Android, a few run Windows 7 at CES 2011. One of them is the IdeaPad Slate from Lenovo. But unlike the Leopard, it will not be compatible with the IdeaPad U1 docking station. It has a SSD storage, Intel Atom processor, SD slot, USB ports and HDMI ports. Availability, 2011. Price, undisclosed. Samsung Sliding PC 7. Unlike the docking solution used by Lenovo, the Samsung's new tablet uses a sliding physical keyboard. The Sliding PC 7 is quite heavy for a tablet, about 1 kilogram, and can turn into a book with a 10-inch display, 1366x768 resolution. It has a standard book platform, 1.66 GHz Intel Atom processor, 2 GB DDR2 RAM, SSD storage from 32 to 64 GB, Wi-Fi, WiMAX and 3G. Availability, second quarter of 2011. U.S. Price, from $699. Asus tablets. Asus has also joined the tablet market. For this purpose, the company introduced 4 models, a Windows 7 model, Pad Slate, and 3 Android 3.0 models, Transformer Pad, Slider, and Memo. The Asus Pad Slate Windows 7 is a big and powerful tablet, 12.1-inch display, 12800 pixels. It features an Intel Core i5, 4 GB of DDR3 RAM, a SSD of 32 to 64 GB, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, 2 USB ports and a mini HDMI port. Unfortunately, it uses a relatively weaker camera compared to other tablets, 2 megapixels. The battery life is claimed to be about 16 hours, which is rather unlikely due to the high battery requirements of Core i5 processor and Windows 7. Other than Asus Pad Slate, Asus has also introduced Android 3.0 tablets. The Transformer Pad is a 10.1-inch tablet, 1280x800 resolution, with a detachable keyboard and a battery life of 16 hours. It has 32 GB of SSD storage, 1 GB of RAM, a Tegra 2 processor, OS port and 2 cameras, 5 and 1.2 megapixel. The Pad Slider has a similar hardware configuration to the Transformer, but it features a sliding keyboard instead of a detachable type. The Pad Memo doesn't have a physical keyboard and is also smaller, 7.1-inch. It is powered by a Snapdragon instead of a Tegra 2 processor. Availability: Asus Pad Slate, January, Transformer, April, Slider, May, and Memo, June. Price: Asus Pad Slate, $99,901,099, Transformer, $3,909,699, Slider, $4,909,799, and Memo, $499,699. Toshiba Tablet, unnamed. It has a 10.1-inch capacitive display, 1280/800, also a Tegra 2 dual-core processor, HDMI, USB, SD card reader and 2 digital cameras, 5 and 2 MP. Availability: Summer 2011. Price: undisclosed. Panasonic Viva Tablet. At Archos 2011, Panasonic released an Android tablet called Viva Tablet. This prototype is intended as a companion for the Viva TVs. The manufacturer only shared very few details, simply stating that the tablet will be available in 3 sizes, 5, 7, and 10 inch. Availability: 2011, unspecified. Price: undisclosed.